Hello my lovely, welcome back to my channel. This is Owusuaaskitchen. In today's menu we are making dry seafood okra soup. It is delicious and absolutely full of flavor, so stay on and let's get cooking. This right here is smoked catfish fillet, and this is some ajani or dry smoked fish, and this is stockfish as well here, alongside some dry prawns and herrings or amane. And I've also soaked my Kobe in water for the past 2 hours, so most of the salt has been removed. And for vegetables, we will not be using tomatoes, but we have here paprika, red and white onions, Scotch bonnet, ginger and garlic. In a pot, I'm going to add some of the dry fish, especially those that are really dry and won't fall off easily. Although most of the salt has already been removed, it is always a good idea to put it at the earlier stage so that whatever salt is left in there can seep through the soup, so you can adjust how much salt and seasonings to add on. And please stay tuned as we give these veggies a good old blend. As you can see, I've taken all the seeds out of the red pepper. You can also use red bell pepper as an alternative if you don't have the long ones. It has been nicely blended, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it onto our fish and then rinse it off and pour everything in. We are not leaving anything to waste. Okay, so to that I'm just going to add a little bit of salt because of the Kobe and cover it to cook. After a short while, I come back to check and it has come to a nice rolling boil. Yes, so I'll quickly just stir it and cover it to cook. Now, we are going to move on to the okra, and I'm going to quickly process it in the food processor. Alternatively, cut yours to your desired size. And here is the thing, for that extra special delicious okra soup, we are not going to just boil this okra and pour it in our soup, but once the okra is done, we are going to add few more flavors here and there so that it tastes nice even before we add it to our soup. That was sodium bicarbonate that I just added, especially if you want your okra slimy. If not, completely skip that. Now I add in the chopped onions and some shrimp powder because I will not be using Maggi cube with this soup, okay? So I'm using the real thing. And I'm going to add some dry thyme and rosemary as well. I love to use herbs in my recipes because herbs are all natural, healthy, and they do add flavor and taste without necessarily adding too much salt or artificial seasoning. So by all means, add some to yours. For that, I added the minced ginger, and now I've stirred everything in and I'm going to cover it to cook. Back to the soup, it is doing wonderful. As you can see, it is boiling beautifully. So now I'll go in and add the dry prawns to this as well and then stir it in. And if you prefer, you can add palm oil to your soup at this stage. Unless you are going for oilless, then you wouldn't need any palm oil, but then a little bit adds another layer of flavor to your okra soup. So after everything has been stirred in, I'll just go ahead and add a little bit more of shrimp powder. You can use herring powder as well. Remember, we are not using any Maggi cube seasoning with this, so the shrimp powder helps to give that nice flavor. Now I'm going to add the ajani or the smoked fish. It is quite soft, so it goes in the last stage, and just try and tuck it in a little bit so that it can release its flavor onto the soup as well. I'm busy getting this soft banku ready on time because I don't want any long wait after the soup is ready. Let's go and check our okra because we don't want it overcooked. Look, it is cooked to perfection. It is slimy, ready, and it tastes absolutely delicious even on its own before it gets added to the soup. Look at this. It tastes nice, and the good thing is the onions are not overcooked. It's still got some sort of texture to it, which is going to give us that medium crunch when the soup is ready. So now is the time to introduce our star ingredient onto this delicious soup. If you are new to my channel, hello. How many hellos did I say? Yes, you are so welcome. Please be sure to subscribe with your bell on to receive all future uploads. Thank you so much. So here you want to stir everything in gently so you do not break all the fish, because this soup right here, it tastes incredibly good. And as soon as that has been achieved, I'm going to poke about 2 grains Scotch bonnet and add it to the soup as well. This gives it a final touch. It adds flavor, it adds a little bit more kick, especially if you love your chilies. Yes, so go ahead and do that. Give this a go please, and you would absolutely love it. This is ready, my lovely. Look, isn't this delightful? Dry seafood okra soup, baby. Yes. I am sure you loved the whole process. If you did, please be sure to leave a like on the page. Yes, please go ahead and like this video, as it does help this channel to grow. Thank you so very much, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Until then, take care and stay blessed. Bye bye.